Okay, since there are no doubts, I'm going to move on. Next is core process and resources, and this is the job which your content has to satisfy, because people will look for affirmation, people will look for validation, whether they are looking at the right product, whether is this the most economical choice out there. People will have all kinds of minds about how to purchase and make a product, right? And you have to fill in all those gaps through your content. Your content should make the presentation for you, even when you're not there, when you're not physically present. Your content is working 24/7 because you have hosted it on a digital medium, whether it's a blog, whether it's a video, a podcast, or a tweet. Even a tweet counts as content. That's the power of co-pros and resources, because whenever your customer search, oh, I didn't mention SEO, my bad. When your customer searches for comparison, SEO is going to give them the proof that, hey, this guy has got a product of good value on the market. I should maybe think about buying them. But of course, some people may make their decision just by looking at the content and click on the affiliate link and go ahead and make the transaction. But for those people who are sitting on the fence, jana chahiye ya nahi chahiye, for those people, the ultimate place where you can close deals is where what I mentioned, the webinar. Because in the centerpiece, the core offering, that's where you're going to be bringing all your leads together into a webinar at a time of their convenience, because you can always ask them and find out when would you like the webinar, whether you like it at 11 a.m., whether you like it at 2 p.m., or in the night, 7 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m. Fix those times and conduct your webinar, because it's all about giving a great customer experience, which matters in any business, whether it's software or tourism. Always the customer experience which matters. So make sure you ask your questions to your customers, you give them a great experience even during the webinar as well. So usually we conduct webinars on webinar platforms. Google Meet counts as a webinar platform, and so is also Zoom, which of course, as you know, is currently the world's most popular webinar platform as of now. Then during this webinar, we will be able to completely give them an idea about what is the overall vision of the brand, the the strategy that we are pursuing, and eventually offer attractive discounts, attractive webinar only discounts, which means it will be something even more incentivized than your core process or whatever your enabling process, market it. And you will be able to ensure that those fence sitters can be closed by offering them a second layer of discount to ensure that the deal is sealed. How many of you guys appreciate this aspect about webinar sales? You can unmute and ask any questions that you have. I hope you guys are taking notes, because initially, it will be too much to take in right now. But when you have this outline, when I give you this, after I have given you this background, you will understand what I'm talking about as we go through each individual units that we have. So if there are no more questions, I will move on to the light green segment, which is of course already I've discussed the customer experience, in which we give a great experience to the customer during the marketing, during the sales phase, and most importantly, the post sales phase. Because hey, you want to be remembered in the minds of the customer. We are not just like any mom and pop store or any local dukanwala who just cares about people coming in and buying products and going off from the storefront. That's not the way digital marketers think. Digital marketers ensure that there will be an all-round customer experience, that even after the transaction has been done, effective service is given to the customer, that is, the customer will feel throughout the journey, whatever, whenever as long as the customer is using the product that we have sold them, they will remain attached to us, and they will have the complete loyalty because we have given them that service. And don't worry about the price. Of course, your pricing structure is strategically designed so that over a scale of having acquired customers, you will be in profit, because because the products and services that you deliver, they will naturally have an upkeep cost, and you will ensure a cost structure is defined so that your checks and balances will always compound into profit as you accumulate a large number of sales. That is the science behind having a digital integrated digital marketing, to create an information business model by which you educate your customer and you give them an irresistible offer inside a comfortable area, where then they decide to engage with you and acquire your product or service. That is the ultimate goal of this business model. I hope there are no more doubts. We can move on.